So here I am this morning with these two. I'm on a lovely walk early before it gets hot. I did see something actually on Spotted Swad, I think it was, last night. Somebody laughingly, jokingly, is it still too hot to take my dog out? It's not a joke, because if the dog overheats and gets a heat stroke, it dies. You know, we can get treatment and we're normally okay. By the time you know your dog's in a state, it's too late, it's going to die, and that's not really funny. So let's just take away that, you know, that mentality. It's not a Karen mentality. You know, it's not, oh, fireworks are going off, my dog's upset. Heat stroke will kill your dog. So let's not joke about it. It's not about putting a fur coat on and walking in bare feet. It's not quite like that. Their feet aren't like ours, obviously. It's not going to burn their feet like it would ours. However, the only way they can cool down is through their feet. So if you're walking them on hot tarmac and the air is hot that they're breathing in, the ground is hot that they're walking on, they can't cool down. They need to come on natural grass. They need to be in water, they need to be on natural grass, they need to be in shaded areas. That's the way that they will cool down on a walk. And if you can't do that, then you don't take them for a walk. But don't take them for a walk anyway, because the air they breathe in will overheat them because it's too hot. So that's basically how that works. But the walk I've had this morning, I'm here, as you can see, in the middle of nowhere. It's all forestry area, it's all national, it's beautiful, it's great. It's very rough. So I don't actually expect to see people with their dogs on a lead in this area. This is why I come here. If I did meet somebody with their dog on a lead here and they gave me abuse because mine are off lead, it would ruin my walk, and I've done nothing wrong. It's a bit of a strange one now. If you've got a friendly dog, it's kind of a taboo word, isn't it now? And it shouldn't be. I've put a lot of work in with my dogs to get them to where they are. Now, that means when they say friendly, they know what to do. They know how to talk to another dog, and they know if that other dog doesn't particularly want to talk, they might run round a couple of circles around that dog and say, hey, you sure? You sure? It's okay? Feel my energy? Everything's cool? And then they'll just leave you to it. In the meantime, I'm getting hurled with abuse. Get your dog on a lead, get your dog. My dogs know what to do. They can actually help your dog a little bit as well if you just relaxed and understood what was happening. So I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but what we're doing is looking at dogs from a very human perspective, and that's wrong. That's really wrong. And because of that, we are putting in so many boundaries, and we are, get your dog on a lead, and don't let your dog run up to another dog, and don't let your dog go to another dog unless you've checked with the owner first. It should always be on a lead. But if you've got your dog on a lead, it can't use its body to talk properly. You're messing up their conversation just by the dog being on a lead. So we really are setting ourselves up for more and more reactive situations. You've got to try and keep it as natural as possible, and that does involve understanding dogs a little bit. It's not a fur baby. It doesn't matter what size it is and how cute it is. It's not a fur baby. You love it and it's your family, but it's not a fur baby. It's a dog, and you really do have to understand dogs' communication, dogs' body language. It's not the same as ours, but because we're assuming it is, we're putting all these restrictions in and having a go at each other. And we've now turned into very much a them and us situation, which is really quite tragic. So on that them and us situation, if you come here and you've got a reactive dog, okay, don't have a go at somebody whose dog is off lead that comes running up to you, because look at this. This is where we come with our off lead dogs so they can do this. Run, have fun, live, chase things, not necessarily catch them, but just be dogs. Use their noses. Just get mentally stimulated, physically stimulated. This is what they need. So I've put a lot of work in to get to this point, and so has everybody else with dogs off lead that come here. And my heart sank this morning because out of the blue, I saw somebody, and my dogs are over there like that. Now at this point, if somebody just appeared around the corner, I'm not going to have perfect recall, because these aren't working dogs, they're pets. And pets don't always have perfect recall. A working dog will, but a pet won't. And to expect that is unrealistic. So this woman appeared around the corner, my heart sank. I thought, oh, here we go. And I just said, it's fine, they won't bother you, they won't hurt you. I didn't say friendly, because that seems to trigger everybody to get really angry when you say friendly. So she said, oh no, that's fine. She says, oh, what a relief to meet somebody the same. And you know what, we had a lovely chat, and it makes me realise just how many of us there are out there with our dogs that know what to do. We want off-lead walks, we want natural interaction, because our dogs can do this. So because they can do this, why should we ruin their lives and keep putting them on a lead and restrict their natural communication skills because you don't like it, or you are nervous or you have a problem with your dog. So we need to pick where we walk our dogs to what our dog's capabilities are. Now, if I was to be walking around Moira Furnace, I would have my dogs on a lead, because I know there's a lot of people around there that don't like off-lead dogs. That's why they go there. But if I come here, I expect to meet an off-lead dog, so my dogs can be natural and do everything that they've learned to do. So that's the point of the video, really. If you come here, expect off-lead dogs. Don't have a go at us. Please don't have a go at us. There's a lot of us out there, and we're all now walking on eggshells because you don't like dogs running up to your dog. It's not a case of, well, if I gave you a hug and you didn't like it, well, do you know what? It's a dog. It's not human. So what happens is they talk in their own language and say what they do and don't like. It's not our language. We need to stop putting our human emotions on their body language because it's different. But this is an off-lead area right here. I'm going to start promoting the off-lead walks because we need it. Because otherwise, in about 5 years' time, everywhere is going to be restricted and we'll never be allowed to be off-lead. And my dogs will never be allowed to just be natural like this. And that would break my heart. Okay, and on that happy note, have a good day.